Here at Durrell, 2020 has been as challenging as it has been for everyone else. It's been tough this year, particularly when we had to close the doors of our zoo in March, not reopening again till May. But this year has also taught us that we have some amazing supporters out there. And thanks to you, we managed to raise over £1 million during the Love Your Zoo campaign, which has helped so much to stabilise our income in this very difficult year and to help us to continue doing what we do best. And despite this difficult year, we have still managed to achieve in 2020 towards our mission of saving species from extinction. Here at the zoo in Jersey, we had several examples of breeding success, no more so than the slightly more complicated story of Mafali, one of our baby Ai. Mafali was unfortunately rejected by her mother, and we had to step in and hand rear. The keepers have done an amazing job looking after Mafali, and she is now thriving. She's one of only 4 Ai's that's ever been hand reared successfully. One of our notable breeding successes in 2019 was, of course, our beautiful baby gorilla. But we didn't actually reveal the sex of the gorilla until this year, and we were delighted to say it was a little girl. We also had a naming competition, and the public overwhelmingly voted for the name Amari. Earlier this year, we were able to display for the first time in any zoo in the British Isles, Ray Ray from Madagascar. This is a species that we've worked with in the wild for many years. They're very rare, threatened by habitat loss and poaching. Of course, for an organisation like Durrell, we fundraise by all kinds of means, including having challenge events. And usually we're really excited to host the Durrell Challenge. This year, of course, it had to be different. We had a very small event here on Jersey, but we also had a virtual event worldwide. And I'm delighted to say that that was really successful. We had over 1,000 people take part, and this year we raised over £100,000. Now, of course, 2020 will be remembered as the year of COVID, but the world didn't stop entirely. Other things continued to happen, and some of those things were detrimental to wildlife. When an oil tanker crashed on the reef on the south coast of Mauritius, it had a devastating effect on the local wildlife and the local peoples. We stepped in very quickly to launch a rescue operation for 3 threatened reptiles, and we brought them here with the help of some very generous donors to Jersey. It was a difficult operation. We had so many people helping us, but I'm glad to say that we got it done. Despite all the difficulties of this year, we can still achieve emergency conservation action. Now, if you visit here in Jersey Zoo, you will be used to seeing the pink pigeons from Mauritius. We have a long history of breeding the pigeons here. We also sent a pigeon back to Mauritius to form an important part of their breeding programme, and we're delighted to hear that that pigeon, born here in Jersey, has sired offspring back home in Mauritius. Now, Durrell has had a long association with another small species, that of the Pygmy Hog, the smallest pig in the world. For years now, we have been breeding them in India, in the Assam region, and we have been releasing them back to the wild. And this year was a milestone because we had releases in the Manas National Park, and we hope to continue to release other animals there in the future, not only bolstering the pygmy hog populations, but protecting the habitat for other species, such as rhinos and tigers. Closer to home in the UK, we were absolutely delighted that the White Stork project, of which we are part, saw hatchlings in the UK for the first time in over 600 years. And delighted when the young from that nest fledged so successfully in this very challenging and difficult summer. Many of you will be aware of our work with the Madagascar Pot Chart, the rarest duck in the world. We successfully introduced the bird back onto Lac Sophia in the north of Madagascar in 2018. Not only did the individuals we released thrive on the lake, but we were delighted when in late 2019 we saw ducklings from a species that not so long ago we thought might be extinct. We were delighted this year when a scientific paper was published showing what species had been saved from extinction, what we call avoided extinctions. It was really exciting for us to see that Durrell was either the lead organisation or a key partner in nearly 20% of all those avoided extinctions, showing that even a small organisation like Durrell can have big impact. And no one embodies that perseverance more than our chief scientist, Professor Carl Jones. Now, Carl himself is thought to be responsible for 9 avoided extinctions, which is an incredible tally for one person. So we are determined that there'll be more Carls in the world. This year we've launched the Carl Jones Scholarship Programme, which is a new 2-year programme where we will take young conservationists who have that drive to succeed, and will equip them even further with the skills that they need. In that way, we think the influence of Durrell could be spread further, and we can continue to help projects all around the world improve what they do for conservation. So in this year, I think what we've learned is that our work is more important than ever. I think what we've learned this year that if we treat nature badly, then we will see repercussions. This pandemic didn't arrive from nowhere. It arrived from the way that we treat wild animals. I hope we can take forward the lessons that we've learned this year into the future and try and be more equitable and more caring about the environment and other peoples around the world. What we've also learned this year at Durrell is that we have so many supporters everywhere who want us to succeed and who've been so incredibly helpful in this year to making sure our work could still happen. We're going to take that into the future with a lot of determination that we will absolutely repay that support by saving species from extinction. So thank you to all of you for all your support this year. I think we can look forward to a better 2021 where we can all do even more to help protect this amazing planet that we live on. This amazing planet that has so much wonder. Let's make sure that future generations can enjoy it as much as we can. It will be for the benefit of us all to support organisations like Durrell and to do our very best. Thank you.